All right, still a minute or two to spare. Welcome to Saturday's live stream Vinyasa class. Experimenting with a different setup for the cameras today. So we have a tripod set up for the iPad, which is on the Facebook Live, and the YouTube Live is on a laptop. So each video is going to have a different angle. And I'm working on getting an app going that will combine the two streaming, so I can have both on the tripod, which the downward angle allows me a little more height with my hands, but also more visual, both low and up. So getting the home studio refined a little bit. Make yourself ready. You'll want a mat, or at least something, some form of cushioning to practice on, a rug or a towel. And if you have extra towels or blankets to sit on when we do seated poses or poses with the knees on the ground, that can be very handy. But in my live stream, I'm typically not using props. So if you like using them and you have some at home, grab them, use them as you see fit. But don't rely on me for instruction as to when or how to use them. Just use them accordingly. And if you don't have props, I'm just going to be adapting poses to suit a prop-free practice. So grab your stuff, maybe have a sip of water. If you didn't prehydrate, it is better to prehydrate. But if you're dehydrated, it's better to sip a little bit and deal with what you have going on in the present moment. I'll be right back, and we'll begin in just a moment. All right, so let's begin in a standing posture, standing nice and tall and having the feet even, lengthen and open the toes. Have the legs long and spine long, relax the arms down, and feel a nice lift and buoyant quality in the chest. Take a deep breath. And take another deep breath. You breathe very, very deep. Inhale until you're full. Take time to let the breath out slowly. Exhale until you're empty. And continue. Inhale until you're full. And breathe out nice and slow. At the bottom of the exhale, you can draw in the core a little bit more, and that helps you with the full release of the breath. So it can be more expansive, more full when you breathe in, and also more full when you breathe out. We'll use the breath to guide the flow of practice. So you move smoothly, you breathe smoothly, and you continuously aware how you're continuously bringing your awareness to how you feel and the quality of your breath. You notice if you don't feel good and your breath is a little bit rough, then maybe do a little bit less with the body, do more with the breath. If you can do lots with the body, all the advanced options I give and some extra push-ups, then that's wonderful, and feel free to do that. But if your breath isn't there, then you're going to be lacking some benefit and possibly getting into the point of practice where you might hurt yourself. So honor the breath first, And don't worry about it if you have to take an easy day and skip the vinyasas and do less with the body. Just the fact that you're breathing and practicing means that you're going to have a really good outcome if you honor the breath. So having said all that, we'll add some smooth movement, lifting the arms just halfway, twisting side to side. This is a common little warm up I do. I try and have all the classes have variety and not be the same, but a lot of the warm ups are very similar. And that will make it easy to remember, memorize, and do a little bit of yoga on your own from time to time, maybe if the internet's down or you can't make it to class. Or twisting side to side. So there's 6 directions of movement in the spine, and this is 2 of those 6 directions, twisting to the right and twisting to the left. Let's come back to center. Another set of movements is the lateral bend. So you can lift the arms and do lateral bend side to side. So this is the 3rd and 4th directional motion of the spine. Okay, we had twists, and now we're doing lateral flexion. So just in this very early stage of moving, warming up slowly and practicing, we've already stretched the spine in 4 out of the 6 possible directions that the spine can naturally stretch. Keep breathing smooth as we flow. When you're done with both sides, relax the arms and let's roll out the shoulders. Both directions, rolling out the shoulders, super smooth. And then rolling out the wrists. Both directions. And we're going to do another exercise with the wrist where we have the fingers down as we inhale, lift the arms, and then push out through the palms, glide down, repeat that, arms lift, and palms push out, glide down. Keep breathing. And we'll start doing half sun salutes where you touch down, keep the back relatively flat, and then really flatten the back. You might need to bend the knees to stand on up. And we'll repeat the half sun salute, touch down, flatten back, inhale, upward salute. Again, half sun salute. This is a forward bend. This is the 5th of the 6 spinal directional movements. And next time hands touch down, take a downward dog. Walk the feet back, lift the hips high, relax the head down, and take deep breath. Child's pose. And let's go ahead and come on up to sitting or kneeling position. And then take a big step up with the right foot for runner's pose. Work the hips down and then lift the chest a little higher. And go ahead and spin to the side. And bend the left leg, followed by the right. When you've done both sides, draw into the core and stand up tall. Open up the arms and the right foot, and then take warrior two. Glide back down to runner's pose. Double check that the knee is above the ankle and work on lifting the chest. Maybe even lift higher, holding the thigh. Or arms extending, the shoulders lower, and the spine is long. Hips squaring, deep breath. Exhale. Downward dog. Hands press forward. Have the head down and the hips high. And again, child's pose. And come on up to sitting or kneeling. Take a big step up with the left foot. Runner stretch. See how the knee is right above the ankle, like that? Then you work on lifting the spine. And go ahead and take a spin to the side and bend the right knee once. Then the left. Come on back to center. Stand up with the flat back. Open up the arms. Open up the left foot and spread the toes. Turn the back foot up. And take warrior two. Come on down. Runner's pose. And work on lifting the chest. And if you like, lift a little more, or even put the arms in the air. Square the hips and integrate the core. And exhale, downward dog pose. Make it a nice long dog, and then inhale plank, top of a push-up. And exhale, back to dog. And inhale, plank. Exhale, back to dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, back to dog. And inhale, plank. Exhale, knees down, lower all the way. Inhale, easy cobra. Lift just a little bit, lift the hands. Exhale, lower. Inhale, locust, lift legs and chest. Exhale, release. Inhale, cobra, using the arms a little bit. This is an extension, a back bend, the sixth of the 6 total natural spinal directional movements. And come on down. Let's try another cobra. If that felt a little tight, bring the hands higher. Try another cobra. See how that feels. You want to feel a good stretch and some compression in the back, but not excessive. You should feel even compression through the mid and low back, not just all in the low back and sacrum. And we'll come on down. And if you feel nice and warmed up, you can bring the hands low. If you feel tight, keep the hands high. And take another cobra. Open the chest. And come down. And if you want to try up dog, bring the hands even a little lower and lift the thighs as you lift. Or just lift to neutral. And then engage the abs to push back, downward dog. And breathe deep. Walk or lightly hop to the top of the mat. Come into a half lift and then a full fold. Take a straight back lift, standing on up, and then bending the arms to stretch the triceps a little bit. Draw the abs in, tuck the tailbone, and then arms extend, arms relax, and go ahead and take chair pose. Back to standing pose. And then take chair with the heels lifted. This type of chair, don't lean forward. Just keep the shoulders relatively above the hips. Shoulders back, stomach in, heels up, and then heels down, arms up. And if it feels okay, draw in the low abs, stretch back, and next is plank. Raise, push up. And right knee down, opening up the left arm, side plank, and then come on down, left knee down, right arm up, and come on down, and now take side plank with the feet together, or you can do kickstand, and then come on down, and if you'd like, add a push-up, and other side, side plank, and come on down, and if you like, add a push-up. Dog stretch, deep breath, and then look forward, walk or lightly hop to the top of the mat, come into a half lift, and a full fold. Straight back lift, rise on up, lifting the arms and relaxing. Again, chair pose, feet parallel, dig some weight in the heels, draw in the abs. Exhale. Downward dog pose. Head down, hips high, push the hands forward, relax the head. And knees on the ground. And lengthen out through the spine. And go ahead and extend the right leg back. Lift just as high as the hip. And bring the knee to the nose. Round in, curl in. Re-extend. And if you like, add a little push-up as you lift the leg. And we'll do that on the other side. Extend and lift. Round, knee to nose. Lift. And take a little push-up. And let's all meet back in downward dog. Stay here or work into a cobra or up dog stretch. Take time to open up in the chest and lift out of the shoulders. Draw into your abs and push back. Downward dog. Walk or lightly hop to the top of the mat. Come into a half lift and then a full fold. Take a straight back lift, lift the arms, and relax the arms. Now let's go ahead and have the feet together and take an airplane pose or warrior three with airplane position. Putting weight on the foot, the right foot, lift the left leg and tone around the knee. You need to bend the standing leg, that's fine. Otherwise, lengthen through all the limbs and the spine. And then step back, warrior one. Nice long step. Have the knee above the ankle, not beyond it, but definitely on top of the heel at least. Firm the back leg and square the hips. Go ahead and bring the hands down. Lift up the back heel and twist. Left arm down, right arm up. Exhale, downward dog. And if you like, add in cobra or up dog. Back to down dog. Deep breath. And walk or lightly hop up. Relax. Feet parallel and together, and shift all the way onto the left foot. Take Warrior 3. To Warrior 1. Nice low seat in the Warrior 1. The legs are strong, both feet are pressing, you're spreading the toes. Hands down, lift the back heel, right arm down, left arm up. Exhale, downward dog. If you like, add in up dog or cobra. Opening chest and shoulders. Then draw into the core. Back to downward dog. Deep breath. Walk or lightly hop forward. And stand up tall. Lift the arms. And stretch the triceps. Knit the core and tuck the glutes. And then re-extend the arms and relax it all. And we'll take a very simple tree pose. You can do leprechaun, the toes on the ground, or foot on the calf. Have the heel higher. If you like, dig the heel into the upper thigh, open the knee, hold the hips, hands to heart, or arms extend. Next is shooting star pose. And then centering to take the tree again. So you have the knee open, you do the basic leprechaun tree variation, or have the foot a little higher. Preferably, if you can, have the foot really high up and dig the heel into the muscle. That will be a nice pressure point massage there. And you work the hip and knee away from each other. Remember your different options with your hands. Otherwise, enjoy the tree. And then opening the arms and the left leg. And then release. And let's go ahead and take a forward salute. Neutral spine or draw in the low abs. Gently stretch back. And plank position. If you like, add chaturanga, up dog, option extra chaturanga, back to down dog. Deep breath, slow exhale. Work on making a tall lower back and really lifting out of the shoulders. Knees on the ground. Let's go ahead and turn to the side and walk or lightly hop the feet apart. Lengthen through the spine. Deep breath. And then draw the hips back and stand on up. Open the right foot. Turn the back foot up, spread all of the toes, and take Warrior 2. Back leg strong, front thigh sits low. You keep the knee open and hold a little bit. And go ahead and switch to the other leg. Warrior 2. Back leg strong, the knees open, the hips are level, the arms are lifted. And you're breathing. Spread the toes. Breathe. Take time to exhale slow. And relax arms and legs. And hinge down. Bend the right leg and hold it for a little bit. See how that feels. Breathe. And come on back. Bend the left leg and hold it for a little bit. And come on back. And bend the right leg. And lift the chest. Cross the arms. You could keep the hands on the ground if you need more support. Otherwise, extend the arms. And hold. And come on down. Let's switch sides. Bending. Either stay like this or lift the chest a bit. Cross the arms and extend. And breathe. And come on back to center. Draw into your core. Stand up with a flat back. Open up the right foot again. Turn the back foot up. And again, warrior two. Keep the knee open. Sit nice and low into it. Don't bend the knee beyond the ankle, but right on top is good. And have the back leg super strong. The arms lifted. If your neck is sore, you can have the arms more relaxed. Otherwise, you have the arms extended. You're breathing. Have a steady gaze. Feeling that nice heat building in the legs. And relax. Arms and legs. Turn the back foot up. And open the left foot. Spreading the toes. And taking warrior two on the left side. Second round, we can feel more strength being cultivated. Also more flexibility in the hips. It's a great stretch, as well as a posture that will increase your muscular fitness. We're breathing, concentrating, but also trying to combine relaxation with those counter qualities, effort and non-effort, meditation and action. And then relaxing the arms and legs, centering the feet, hinge down. Try the left hand under the right side of the chest. Right arm lifts. Deep breath. And then come on down. Have the right arm under the left side of the chest. Left arm lifts. And come on down. And knees bend, stand on up. Slowly walk the feet closer to each other. And then stand at the top of the mat. Stretch the right thigh. Consider holding the wall if you need. Otherwise, having the left arm up. And we're breathing here. And switching sides. Deep, deep breath. And release. Inhale, arms lift. Exhale, plank pose. Avid chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward dog. Deep breath. And child's pose. Just relax. Let's come on up to sitting or kneeling position and sit super tall. If your knees hurt, sit differently. We'll take a twist to the right. Open the chest and shoulders. And twist to the left. Open chest and shoulders. Breathe deep. And next we'll go ahead and take a big step up with the right foot. And work the hips down and lift the spine more. Take a half bind, twist, wrapping the arms in a half position, and then lengthening the back leg, rotated crescent. Keep the front knee facing forward or slightly open, and pull against the arm as you push out with the knee to twist a little bit more, and keep breathing. Back leg super strong. Come on down with the hands, and then either hold like this or bring the arms up and see how that feels. Building muscle tone in the core. Hands down. Plank position. You could just go right to down dog. Otherwise, work in the up dog, down dog, and breathe. Child's pose. Remember to rest. Rest is good for you. You deserve rest. Come on up to sitting or kneeling. Big step up with the left foot. And work the hips down. Lift through the spine. Breathe. Lift a little bit more. And twist to the left and open the chest and shoulders. And lengthen the back leg. And breathe. Exhale. Unwind. Bring the hands down. Or if you like, lift a little more and extend the arms and see how that feels. Try not to shift too much off to the side. A little bit is one thing, but just keep centering to isolate the core more. Breathe. And then take plank position. You might prefer doing down dog sooner. Otherwise, hover, chaturanga, squeeze the arms in, push the feet back, stretch the ankles and the chest. Don't ride the wrists, but do push back smoothly with the core. Downward dog. And child's pose. And take a deep breath. And let's go ahead and come on up to sitting or kneeling. Bring the legs out in front. Draw the hips back. Sit as tall as you can. Lift the arms and tone through the spine. Building strength and openness in the spine, chest, and shoulders. Breathing deep. And then hands down. Bend the knees a bit. Lift the chest. Lift the knees. You could just stay like this. Otherwise, arms out and then eventually extending the arms and pointing the toes. And then flexing the feet. Arms up. Heels down. And coming right into Dandasana. Let's try that one more time. Let's see how smoothly we can work on that. Now, if you're new to this, you can't expect to do it incredibly well, but you'll get better every time you practice. Okay? Have patience with your progress. It happens slowly, but surely if you're consistent and disciplined. Remember to breathe and just enjoy the simple qualities of the practice. Feet flex, arms up, core control to come right into the pose very smoothly. And take a couple more breaths. And relax the arms and legs. Switch to a hands and knees position. Lower all the way down. And then Sphinx pose. Work on opening up in the chest and breathing deep. And come on down, extend the right arm overhead. Roll to the side and hold the head. Lift the leg a few times, keeping it in line with the other foot and flex facing sideways. And then bending the knee open and eventually holding the big toe, extending partway or fully. If you're losing your balance, bend your back leg and track your balance. Otherwise, to have both legs lengthened is a good practice to really tone and open up in the hips. And release. And let's switch sides. Holding the head, flexing the foot, lifting and lowering a few times. This helps to strengthen the lateral core. Sometimes we don't focus on that as much as the front of the thighs or the front of the stomach. And then bending the knee and opening, holding the big toe, lengthen the leg a little bit, or if it feels good and it's not an overstretch, all the way. Remember, you should be able to breathe into it, very smooth. If you need to, you can have that bottom leg bent. You can have both legs a little bent. But eventually, both legs lengthened. That will provide a full challenge. And release. Come on down. Let's go ahead and tuck the chin and roll up to cobra. Lead with the chest. Come on down. And again, tuck the chin and roll up to cobra. And come on down. Tuck the chin, roll up to cobra. Now hold cobra. See how that feels. Work on really opening the chest, reaching back to the ankles. Having steady gaze and even steadier breath. And come on down. Use the core and lift. And push back into the legs. Downward dog. Child's pose. Deep breath. And let's go ahead and come on up to sitting or kneeling, and then take a big step up with the right foot. Runner's lunge. And then lift a little bit more. And if you like, bring the arms back, but really reach the chest forward. So chest forward, shoulders back, a little bit of a back bend here. Squaring the hips, toning and stretching and breathing. Very steady. Come on down. Let's switch sides. Take your time. Place that foot. Maybe take 2 steps. You see how the knee is right above the ankle? It's very good for the health of the knee. Work on lifting the chest, holding the thigh. And then if you like, arms back, reaching the chest forward, arms back, breathing. And downward dog. Refine and ground in the pose. Inhale, feel the chest open. Exhale, relax the head down more. Push strong into the hands. A little bit more breath, a little bit more time here to lengthen and open while gently building muscle tone in the arms and the legs. Come back to plank. Hover slowly down. Inhale, half locust. Lift just the chest. Keep the feet pressing down firm. Arms back. Roll the shoulders back. Deep breath. Come on down. Head rotates to the right. Reach back through the feet. Exhale slowly. And head comes back to center. Inhale, lift the arms and the legs. Deep breath. Reach back to the feet. Exhale, lower. Lower and rotate the head to the other side. And just rest. And head comes back to center. Lift. And slowly release back to child's pose. And we'll come on up to sitting. Bring the legs out from under. Let's take the fingertips or the fists and lift the hips and pull them back. This is called hand balance pose. Eventually you can do it with flat palms, but you need really long arms and or just really ability to draw in and shrink your trunk. So we're going to lift and pull the hips back. You might be able to get the feet to come up, and then we'll come on down. And now let's massage the thighs. So when you do that effectively and you don't have that full common knowledge of those muscles, you actually might get a cramp in the middle of your thighs. That's a good sign, actually. It means you're really pulling back and not just using your arms and abs, but your full body strength, right? So even if you don't feel that cramp in the thighs, it's nice to do a little self-massage. We can do the lower legs too. And maybe bend the knees if you need, reach the feet, massage the arches, outer feet. Good. Let's bend the left leg. Draw the right sitting bone back and take a forward bend stretch. Reach the chest forward and relax the head down. Deep, deep breath. Work on making the exhale slow. So continue to refine the pose. If you're able to, if it doesn't hurt the knee and you can keep it heavy, you're gonna stretch your side of the thigh and the glute a little more that way. And then you're gonna draw the opposite kidney back as you square the hips and you go really deep that way. And if it feels good, you can stretch your back and your hamstrings more. And we're gonna keep taking breath here. And come on up. You can go ahead and switch the sides. So we'll have the left leg extended, draw the left sitting bone back, the right knee is bent, and we're gonna take a nice forward bend. So stretch forward, just very lightly at first. Remember those refinements to try and keep the knee working down, doesn't hurt your knee. And then you can draw this part of the lower back back as you're working the other part of the abdomen forward. And you're going to square and isolate deeper into the lower back. You'll have a little bit more leverage to go deep into the hamstring. And just deepen on all levels, especially the breath. Soften the neck. And when you're ready, let's go ahead and release the forward bend. Sit cross-legged and sit very tall. Sit tall through the spine, emphasize the lift of the chest. Let's just relax the arms, open hands, close the eyes, and just take a few deep breaths. And come on back to the body. Let's segue into taking a nice reclined pose where you roll onto the back, make sure you have space. And then feet to ground, knees open, feet together. And if you like, place the hands under the head. Deep breath. Slow exhale. And lift the knees. Let's come back to knees to chest and either sustain knees to chest very wide or a happy baby pose. Nice long neck and low hips and sacrum. Breathing all the while. And release. And take the feet to the ground, elongate through the left leg, spin onto the hip, and take a nice hip side stretch. You can extend the right arm out to side, have the left hand on the right thigh, lengthen through the back of the neck, and take deep breath. Let's go ahead and give the other side a try. Ground through the shoulder and lengthen through the back of the neck. And when you feel nice and evenly stretched, we can take a nice Shavasana. So lay on the back, maybe use some blankets or cushioning for warmth or to support under the knees. Take a last few deep breaths. And once you're very still and comfortable, switch to an effortless, natural breath. And just soften and enjoy going inward more. Taking this time as a reclined meditation. Let's go ahead and deepen the breath. And we'll gradually come back to the body. Transition to a comfortable seat. Sit nice and tall. And we're going to go ahead and close with a clearing breath and 3 ohms. Breathe in through the nose. Open mouth, let it out. Namaste. Thank you very much, everyone. This has been our weekly Saturday Vinyasa class. If you're local to Santa Cruz and you'd like to do a live class, tomorrow I'm having class at Winkle Farm Park, which is kind of in the neighborhood of Dominican Hospital. It's a really nice park. We've been doing some outdoor classes there. We space out and just keep it simple. Bring your own mat. Unfortunately, there's not a restroom, so go before you go. And yeah, it'll be great. So, and if you're not local, I will be continuing to stream. I'm going to keep streaming classes ongoing. So even if all studios open in the future, when things are, back to normal or whatever is relatively normal, I'm going to keep doing this because I really enjoy having a broad reach of people all over the country and even all over the world. So thanks for checking in. All these classes are for donations. Leave a donation if you can. There's a link below on both of these feeds. And if you're not able to do it, don't worry. Keep training, keep practicing. Share the link with your friends. That'll be really helpful. And look forward to next time. We'll do a live stream Hatha Yoga class on Thursday. And I save all these videos, so there's a huge collection now. Every type of yoga and even core workouts for the non-yoga type people that you can imagine. So check in more, leave your comments and feedback. I will see you soon and appreciate the time we had together in this virtual yoga classroom. Thanks again. I'll see you. Say goodbye to the YouTube first. Goodbye, YouTube.